NFL executive gives Raiders some Maxx Crosby advice after failed Ravens trade. The Las Vegas Raiders thought they were sitting on a franchise-altering deal. 2 first-round picks, a clean reset, a chance to accelerate a rebuild overnight. And then it collapsed. The Baltimore Ravens backed out after concerns tied to Maxx Crosby's knee, specifically the meniscus repair from January, and just like that, one of the biggest trades of the offseason vanished. Now, the Raiders are left in a complicated spot, because keeping Crosby might feel like a win, but it's not that simple. At least one NFL executive speaking to The Athletic's Mike Sando didn't hesitate. The Raiders should still be taking calls, not because Crosby isn't elite, he absolutely is, but because the timelines don't match. Crosby is in his prime. The Raiders? Not quite there. And that disconnect matters more than fans want to admit. Open quote, "The windows don't match up," the executive said. Close quote. That's the entire dilemma in one sentence. Because if you're not ready to contend right now, holding on to a superstar on a massive deal can actually slow you down, especially when his trade value was at its peak just weeks ago. But here's where reality kicks in. The Raiders probably won't move him. Why? Perception. After a failed blockbuster with Baltimore, there's a growing belief inside the league that Las Vegas doesn't want to look desperate or taken advantage of. That matters in front offices, maybe more than it should. Even with Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys lurking as a potential suitor, momentum on a deal has clearly cooled, and internally, the messaging is already shifting. General Manager John Spytek and head coach Clint Kubiak sound committed to moving forward with Crosby, not shopping him. That decision becomes even more interesting when you factor in the rest of the roster, because this doesn't look like a full rebuild anymore. The expected arrival of Kirk Cousins as a veteran starter signals something different, a team trying to stay competitive while developing a potential future QB like Fernando Mendoza. That's a dangerous middle ground in the NFL. Not bad enough to rebuild, not good enough to contend. And that's exactly why the advice to trade Crosby still lingers. Because if you're the Raiders, you have to ask one brutal question. Is keeping Maxx Crosby helping you win a Super Bowl, or just helping you avoid starting over? If the answer is the second one, then the executive is right. You pick up the phone. Even now, even after the deal fell apart, because the worst outcome here isn't losing Crosby, it's holding on to him too long and missing your window entirely.